everyone, so I am finally back with another Let's Cosplay tutorial video, and this time I'm going to show you how I do my very basic crossplay makeup. In this video, all of the products and brushes that I'm using are super inexpensive and really easy to find at pretty much any store near you. A little disclaimer though before we begin is that I am no makeup guru by any means. I am not that great at makeup, I only know a few little different techniques, so please do not hate me if I am using my brushes or any of that wrong. I just kind of do what I need to do to get the look I'm going for. Now I have already put on my foundation, concealer, and put in my contacts, so let's get started on the rest. Starting with my eyes, I'll be using 3 colors from this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. Because the colors don't have names, I'm going to refer to them as light, medium, and dark. With an eyeshadow brush, I'm taking the lightest color and applying it to my upper lid and the bottom outer corner of my eye. This is to give an even color base for our shading later. After that, taking a bit of the medium color, I add it into the crease of my eye to strengthen the depth and add a bit of shadow. Also, sorry in advance for retreating to this corner in some of the clips. Even with contacts, I'm super blind and kept leaning in towards my mirror. Still using the medium tone, I add some shadow from the start of my eyebrow down to the inner corner of my eye. Crossplay makeup is all about creating the illusion of shadows to sharpen and add depth to your features. Now, using the darker color and a smaller flat brush, I'm creating a V shape around the outer corner of my eye. Using the same brush and darker color, I'm adding a very tiny bit of contour to the sides of my nose. This step isn't really necessary if you have a pronounced nose like mine, but I like to add the shading to prevent the flash of any photos from flattening my features. If you do decide to add it, just make sure to blend it out really well. Moving on to the eyebrows, to fill them in, I'm using an angled small brush and this brown eyeshadow by CoverGirl in the color Brown Smolder. When doing brows for crossplay, I like to bring them a little further inwards and lower than my normal brow. For more basic makeup like this, I like to work with my natural shape but make them fuller and a bit bigger. At the inner part of the brow, I use upward strokes to create hair-like lines that help it look a little bit more natural. Then, using a soft brush, in my case a stipple brush, I soften up the inner part just a little bit more. Now it's time for eyeliner. To keep it natural and simple, I'm using this soft pencil by Maybelline in the color Brownish Black. Because I naturally have large eyes, I'm going to line my upper and lower waterlines. Then I drew a line from the outer corner into the edge of my iris, angling it downwards just a little bit. With the eyes done, it's time to contour. I'll be using this duo palette from Wet n Wild in the lightest shade, which, despite help from friends and coworkers, I have never been able to properly pronounce. Now, if I'm being completely honest, contouring is what I'm weakest at, but the general idea is to contour your cheekbones, jawline, and temple area to sharpen the angles of your face. When contouring your jawline, it is very important to blend it down your neck just a little bit, otherwise you will have a very strange, miscolored line going along your jaw in photos. For my lips, I'll be using this Baby Lips Lip Balm by Maybelline as a base, and then the Master Concealer in Light by Maybelline to mute them. The first step for your lips is to make sure they are well moisturized, as the concealer can dry out very quickly and look gross and cracked if you don't. Any untinted lip balm will work just fine for this. Now for the concealer, I only like to put a little bit around the edges of my lips and blend it inwards. This leaves a bit of color and life to your mouth. Concealing your lips completely can make you look a little dead. And our last step to complete the makeup is to set it. I use this Airspun translucent powder by Coty. It reminds me of my grandma, but it works amazingly. Using a powder brush, I cover my entire face with it, focusing it a bit more on the areas that tend to get shiny. The final step to complete the look is to put on your wig, adjust it as necessary, and you are done. And there you have it, super simple, basic crossplay makeup. As you can see, I just did very simple browns, very light contouring. You can strengthen it, adjust it, change it, use black, use blue, use green, whatever you want to do for whatever character you're trying to pull off. Feel free to check down in the description for a full list of all the products I used in this video. I hope it was a little helpful to some of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.